We are within shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two big-time rivals battle to start the year. The Bengals and Browns underway in Week 1. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on the first play from scrimmage.
He's worked relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. A bootleg out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things.
Touchdown! David Njoku, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Slant pass to Bull. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, but they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
11.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offense.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Yeah, they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Watson now to throw. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. Up the right sideline. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They will throw on first down with Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. From the end zone, Watson. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, what a start to the season here. Cincinnati and Cleveland, AFC North rivals, Ohio rivals. I don't know what to make of this division. It feels like anyone could win it, including these Browns.
And you're right about that. And how historic would that be if Cleveland did rise up and take the division? So far, since we've gone to this format, they have not won the division title. They're eager, they're excited, and they believe that this could be their year.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. Touchdown Bengals. Joe Mixon, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 28 yards. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And Chubb trying the middle here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Now Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Buying time to his left. Drops it off for Chubb. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 61 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 3rd and 2, Watson. Touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The York on now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend.
It's a new season, so both these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football.
Coach.
So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I'll just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Back to Mixon on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Mixon. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means...
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
54.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And again, it's Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. 98
yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
This has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Running left, it's Mixon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
On 1, right?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Myles Garrett, the all-pro defensive end, there on the stop.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have the Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. Pushes past him. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns 1st down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Well, this defense knows, they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Chubb, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. That this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They go play action with Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Here's Burrow. Rolling to his right. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. To the air again, Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it, and the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, this was not just the opener of a